Today, I want to share some apps that have made my life and work easier and simpler. So let's dive in. So let's start with the most important one for me, which is Amplenote. If you've been following my channel, you probably know it is my go-to app for organizing my work and life. What makes Amplenote different from other note-taking apps or task apps is how it perfectly combines note-taking, task management, and calendar all in one package. That means I don't have to jump between different apps to manage my ideas, to-dos, and schedule. It just strikes the perfect balance between simplicity and functionality. It's ready to use right out of the box with just enough customization options to make it personal without becoming too overwhelming. So I can just open the app and immediately start writing, organizing tasks, or planning my day. And typically, I create notes for each project and brain dump ideas and tasks in my project notes. And once I wrote down all my to-dos, I can check the task list, which pulls tasks from across my own notes. But when I want a visual overview of my day or week, the scheduling mode is great. I can drag tasks to specific time slots in the calendar and color code them to easily distinguish between different types of work. And if you're curious, I made a lot of videos about how I use Amplenote that go into so much more detail, so check it out. Alright, another tool that I've been using for years now is Dex. It's a great tool, especially if you're like me who struggles to remember people's birthdays, what they like, what they do for a living, and so on. I've been a huge fan of this relationship management tool, so I'm really happy they're sponsoring this video today. Essentially, what it does is it creates one intelligent, searchable place for all your contacts and conversations across different platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and physical business cards as well. So you don't have to switch between different apps to find someone's information. I really like that it lets me even connect my iMessage and WhatsApp, so it automatically organizes the contacts from everywhere. And adding new contacts is frictionless. When I meet someone new, I either scan their business card directly into Dex or use the browser extension to import the information from any social networking site with just a few clicks. They also added lots of AI updates recently. The new AI tag is a huge time saver when importing contacts. So what's cool is that it suggests tags based on traits and job titles, making organization easy. This is particularly helpful when you are first setting up your network index, as it automatically sorts your contacts into categories without doing so manually. Also, the new Copilot feature is essentially like having ChatGPT specifically for your network. So say you're looking for someone who knows how to build a website or how to design a website, you can ask the AI to search if you know someone with web design experience, and it will automatically find suitable people for you, which saves lots of time, and I really like it. But it also comes with lots of handy tools that help you meet new people and stay in touch with your friends. My favorite is the reminder system that makes sure that I don't forget to have a catch up with my friends and colleagues regularly. If you're curious, you can check out Dex using the link in the description, or you can scan this QR code on the screen. Alright, so when it comes to managing my leisure time, Sofa has become essential. This is a downtime organizer, which helps me keep track of books I want to read, movies I want to watch, games I want to play, and even places I want to visit. And it is super affordable, at just I think a few dollars a month, and also super easy to use. So whenever I come across a movie, book, or a game that interests me, I can quickly search for it within Sofa and add it to my list. This is why I prefer using this dedicated tool for downtime activities rather than using some note app, because it shows movies descriptions, where it's available, and ratings as well, which is very, very handy. Then once I've completed something, I simply change its status to done. I particularly like this logbook feature, which lets me keep a record of everything I watched, read, or seen. This is really useful when, for example, friends ask for recommendations. I can just check my logbook and share my thoughts on what I experienced recently. And also in general, I love this tool because it addresses this common problem where you have to spend so much time deciding what to watch or do that you end up doing nothing at all. With Sofa, whenever you have free time, you can simply open it and check your pre-selected options instead of trying to decide on the spot. Alright, for health tracking, I use Ultrahuman smart ring that monitors my sleep patterns and physical activity. It's been great in helping me understand how my daily habits affect my well-being, particularly my my sleep quality. The insights it generates are great. For example, I've discovered that eating right before bed really disrupts my sleep. Similarly, using my phone before bed has a pretty big negative impact on the restfulness. For that, you could use a red filter on your phone or use an e-ink device at night, which seems to work really well to improve the sleep score. So just like this, it's kind of fun to see the data and experiment with different things to see how they influence your sleep. I also like that they don't just track sleep, they also monitor movement and stress levels as well. And I honestly thought these devices might be just like gimmicky, but seeing the data has made me much more aware of how active I am during the day and daily habits. For managing my business stuff, I found Craft to be an excellent cheaper alternative to Notion. It feels like a baby between Amplenote and Notion. It's kind of like a minimalistic app that's visually appealing, fast, and easy to use. I used to use Notion for years for managing project timelines and content calendars, but recently I started using Craft instead because I noticed that I didn't need that much customizability of Notion. For my photography work, it's great as a central hub. I have documents for content ideas where I use collections with different columns for content types, topics, and performance tracking and so on. I also have ones for organizing photoshoot schedules, but one of my favorites is the whiteboard, which is a visual canvas for creating mood boards and planning visual concepts. And what I really like about Craft is its design aesthetic. I think it's the most visually pleasing productivity app. From subtle animations to various document styles, it looks so good that I actually want to open it. I also appreciate Craft's local LLM option, which lets me use AI features directly on my device without uploading sensitive client information to external servers. This works perfectly even when I'm offline. So this is good if you're looking for a simpler tool that still maintains professional capabilities. It provides just enough features without getting too complicated. Right, for sharing schedules with family and friends, TimeTree has been an absolute essential tool. This is a free app, which I just cannot comprehend how. It makes coordination so easy, especially with my wife, as we have a shared calendar for household management and social events. What makes it different from other calendar apps is its focus on social coordination. Like I said, beyond basic scheduling, it includes features for comments, notes, day counter, and to-do list. I also love how simple it is to use. It makes it accessible even for friends or family members who aren't particularly tech-oriented. And since it's completely free, there's no barrier to getting everyone on board with using it for shared scheduling. Alright, when it comes to managing all the content I save online, Fabric has been my go-to. Unlike traditional bookmark managers or note-taking apps, Fabric is an AI-powered digital filing cabinet where I can store not just links, but also pictures, videos, and documents all in one place. What I like about it is how it uses AI to handle the organization for you. Instead of manually tagging everything, Fabric's AI automatically analyzes each item. This auto-tagging makes finding things later so much easier, especially for someone like me who tends to be a digital hoarder. Also, the semantic search is probably one of my favorites. I can type questions or keywords in natural language, and Fabric finds what I'm looking for, even if I don't remember the exact name of the item. This has been really helpful when I'm trying to locate something specific, but can't quite recall the name where I saved it or what I named it. And also another feature I find particularly helpful is how it shows related items from my library. I find it always interesting to see the similar items because almost all the time I find something that I saved a while ago but I've forgotten I even saved it. For example, when I'm making videos like this one, I can click on an app that comes to my mind, then tap on similar to discover other apps that I might want to include. And also it has a built-in AI assistant that automatically summarizes the items so you know what it's about in an instant. You can even ask more specific questions about the content or get help find specific items for you. So to me, it's such a useful tool to have, especially if you see lots of stuff online and want to remember it. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you found something useful. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!